Now that we have all suffered horribly at the hands of Gintama, we can no longer ever go to the dentist again, lest those horrifying memories resurface. But hey, a free salad. With that in mind, I'm sure that all of us are going to be fit and healthy for whatever Gintama has to throw at us now. Is that too idealistic? Probably. Am I going to regret saying it? Most definitely. But let's have some fun. It's always great when we're starting with an outside shot of the house. When you're telling me that it's not a scam, I'm raising that metaphorical guard once again. I don't really believe you. Kagura telling the truth there. Mm-hmm. It's just a very long chapter, that's all. I mean, some people probably did actually get tricked and think, oh no, there's no point watching anymore now, since that was the last one and all. Really? I guess, yeah, having a well-known, well, relatively well-known show making jokes like that again about actual companies, it's gonna have some blowback. But then again, we're in the age of the internet where actual information and truths can be found out relatively easily. Thank you, Shinpachi. Much like everyone else in your life, Shinpachi. Yes. What is that? Why do they look like fridge magnets? And why does Shinpachi have a sideways hat? Are they actually doing like a best of? That is intense. And wasn't him bringing down the helicopter the reason that something else failed future in the like further along in the future? But I can't remember what it was. Anyone that has the time to give off this kind of speech while being shot at by a machine gun, yeah, they're probably a protagonist. Why is Kagura so tall now, but incredibly pissed off? Yeah, it seems that way. Doesn't mean it's going to be for good watching, though. Huh. Don't talk to me like that. I guess that would make sense. It's just because I'm not really watching it in the scheduled basis that they do this, so I don't really recognize when things take place. The fact that Elizabeth and the Just Away are dancing in the background every now and again, it's really trying to draw my attention. Sure it was. How many of these were just pulled out of their ass at the last minute? They're thinking, let's come up with something, some random countdown. That'll do. This storyline, though. Ooh. I feel like the swirling pattern and the numbers and the obnoxious graphics are taking away from the scene. You'd be able to do whatever you liked. But when you've got this baseline picking up, you know things are about to kick off once again. It's going to be a bit intense. It was a rare moment of humanity for Okita. But we are just reliving segments of Gintama, so there's not really much to do here. It's like, well, it is just a best of. I wonder if the YouTube algorithm will be nice to me. This is a top 10 list. The fact that someone else is getting the spotlight. Everything about mayonnaise. Oh, not that bit. I forgot about that bit. Didn't forget that one. Who made these 3D model things here? And I'm pretty sure they are meant to be resembling something from another show. I didn't really read the translator tip. Don't remember this. But with all colours in the entire scene washed out, desaturated, and then you got the bright red. I do like that kind of style. You're not done yet. You see, when people were talking about Gintama being a samurai fighting anime, I would like to see something like that, but it kind of really does detract from what Gintama is about. It's not for you to elaborate on, so you're not going to be bothered. Excuse me? Okay. Didn't expect something like that. It's not often you get to see live action elements. I mean, we did have the little bit with the animators behind the scene and the mannequins, but there have been a lot of openings and endings so far, and some of them have really stood in my mind. And how many will there be in the future as well? It's great how just a single, maybe second and a half of an episode makes you remember the entire storyline. Even with ones that weren't that great. What? Okay. I, episode 165 wasn't even that long ago, and I don't remember what they're on about. Yep, okay, we don't have that long left. Do it all in one. Quickfire round. The one where... Was this the first of Gintama's it doesn't end well resolutions? You can kind of see the evolution of Gintama slightly throughout the however many years it's been going so far in its animation and whatnot, even within the space of like 50 episodes. Um, yeah, she's a bit. Oh. So when is Shinpachi going to get annoyed about one of the rankings? Well, this show is meant to be somewhat comedic, so yeah. It's probably some of them stand out like this because it is a moment of departure from what you'd expect. So, like, the more light-hearted elements don't stick in your mind as being. Oh, that memorable. You see, well-placed bleeps sometimes. That's all it takes. Yeah, that was the point. And sometimes I am actually very glad about the censoring in some of the Gintama episodes. Oh no. Chome chome. That sounds like something they would say in a conversation to each other. And some of these I really wish I didn't remember. Luckily though, it had actually escaped my memory. But the fact that we all know that one. The fact that we all know really kind of makes the point of mosaicing it draw the attention all the more. Now, if anyone asked me if I was going to spend 3 minutes looking at various pixelized cocks, actually no, I'm guessing a few people would actually think it was from Gintama. I guess I'm fine. Either that or just a normal weekend. Why is it countdown? This. Yeah, just say what you think, really. Zura janai. I guess this is a quite a well-remembered line. Even when he's meant to be in disguise. Katsurada. I mean, Katsura. The master of disguise there. Fair enough, I'll give him this. Showing us a lot of just Katsura and his basically catchphrase. Yes. And end on the best one. They didn't need to make sense. Much like Gintama. Which means the one with the least influence of the lot. But what is it going to be? The glimmer of hope there, Shinpachi, is that it will soon be over. My sense of what day it is has really been screwed up. If it wasn't for... I wondered where you were all these episodes. But, I've completely forgotten what I was saying. If it wasn't for the YouTube and uploading stuff, I wouldn't know what day it was, yeah. That's not going to end well. I must say, this version of the Idiot Prince is more palatable. I take that back. It's not the first time that we've had the Prince redub some of the lines. Can't remember what ones it was though, but he does them perfectly. Why doesn't he voice more? He's so talented. I think one of the saving graces of this is the acoustic music that accompanies it. I wonder if Gintama's popularity would fall or raise if the Prince voiced some of the main characters. It reminds me of like Kung Pao or some of those other terrible just pun movies where they try to destroy it. Now, if they're looking for more opportunities to merchandise, then they have definitely created something there, haven't they? Oh yeah, the Gokiburi, the queen cockroach, and it was Tama. I think it's Sadaharu who saved the world from being destroyed. The fact that just little elements you can remember where they come from. Is that Elizabeth? Yes. Now, as far as throwaway best of clip show things, I'd rate this Shinpachi out of Zura. And if that numbering system is completely insane, it's not my problem. Take it up with Gintama. No. Ooh. She has been an interesting character when we saw her during the big arc, but getting back to her once again, nice. He returns. If there was one thing you needed to know about Gintama, it's basically take any sentence, put a little bleep and a censor over it, and you found hours of entertainment. At least the cast and crew of Gintama have, and they post that out as new episodes. Apparently. But I'm sure that I have put enough videos out there now that anyone can take some clips of me, add a few choice cuts here and there, and I could be in trouble. Then again, you're thinking about it, I've probably said enough stuff without context would be quite incriminating in its own right. Maybe I should just delete the channel now. If you agree with that, let me know down below by leaving a comment, maybe even a like on the video. As sad as it is, I don't think I could give up Gintama now. I've come so far. You best be there to join me. There's more Gintama coming up very soon. You may take a break, or you can once again just go straight into it. It's not really up to me. Whatever you decide. Wipe yourself down beforehand, because we're getting stuck in again. Why the fuck did I put it that way? I'm sure at this point there is enough content to do a top 10 bullshit things I've said, but one thing I hope never actually reaches it is my appreciation for my patrons. Because with that said, I really don't know if I'd still be doing it if it wasn't for all of you who are out there supporting me. So Sal, Raywin, Electric Ant, Den1997, Shiwan, Jennifer Rojas, Mecha, Stinsfire, Big Boy, Darkshadow 7899 and everyone else. If you continue to be as amazing as you are, I won't have to do a clip show.